Welcome to Drinks Tube Live. We're celebrating London Cocktail Week. We're here on Dre's Walk, just off of Brick Lane, and we're here all weekend mixing up rad cocktails for people's drinking pleasure. My name is Christian Stevenson, aka DJ BBQ, and we have got a jam-packed show for you guys, man. We've got some of the world's best bartenders. We've got cocktail recipes. We got tricks. We got fireworks going on in cocktails, man. It's gonna be unbelievable. Plus, we're doing a special cocktail for you guys, but we need your inspiration. It's cocktail request. Hashtag comment below, and our boy Rich Hunt, 2008's Bartender of the Year, is gonna make that cocktail. So it can be anything from, like, you know, an ingredient, a moment in time, man. Just comment below and we'll make that cocktail for you, because this is Drinks Tube Live. Woo! And this is Drinks Tube. Come on, make some noise, everybody! You guys are feisty, aren't you? All right, so we have lots of special guests over the next half hour. And in the room, this is Sarah Warman. Sarah matches like beers with meat, which is probably my favorite occupation ever. Next to her is Stuart from the Ashens channel. We're gonna see Stuart later on. And then over here, sorry ma'am, you can stand there, you're all good. And then this is the hashtag cocktail request, and our man Rich Hunt will make a cocktail for you guys, man. It's all happening here. Drinks Tube Live. We're here all weekend. So when we're done with all this thing, we're still making cocktails. I'm straddling this table. This is quite awkward. Sorry about that. We're here all weekend, and you guys can get your shake face rocking. So if you can come down here, we'll take a photo. It's when you're making your cocktail. You make a kind of a funny face, like drummers when they're hitting the drums. They look kind of constipated. So hopefully you won't look that way. And if you're watching from any other part of the world, you can't come to London, just take a photo and then hashtag shake face. Now, we're also looking for fantasy bar names. So to get that fantasy bar name, you take your initials. I am Christian Stevenson, and I'm gonna have, I think I'm gonna have like a tiki bar, or like, you know, a speakeasy or a dive bar. So Christian Stevenson Cocktail Sunset. You know, Tom Cruise is my bar back. That's how badass my place is, on some kind of tropical island, like, you know, in the Seychelles or something like that. So yeah, hashtag fantasy bar names. We want to hear from you guys. Give us some inspiration. Okay, now join me over here. Yesterday, the 2008 Bartender of the Year, Rich Hunt, we're living off that, made us a Mai Tai. That thing was so insanely delicious. And
it's good, eh?
Wait, hold on. Before I even get to the drinks, man, you went to the bar awards last night, is that right?
I was there with bells on.
With bells on.
On the bar top. It was brilliant. It was a really great evening.
And it's all decided on what's the best bar in the world, is that correct?
Exactly. It's a thing called 50 Best Bars. It's every year at London Cocktail Week, and it basically counts down the 50 best bars in the world.
And who won?
It was the Artesian Bar at the Langham Hotel, which is where our very own Simone Corporale, which came
Congratulations, Simone.
Third year in a row. That's pretty miraculous.
So I bet you they had a good party there, didn't they?
I bet they did. It was too. I couldn't get in. It was too busy.
Okay, so that sucks. 2008. Maybe it was like in 2010. You know, you got in there.
Yesterday's news, right?
Okay,
Great.
so what are you gonna be doing? What kind of cocktail are you concocting for us?
Concocting. I'm doing something very different to what we made yesterday. It's called an Elder and Pear Martini. It's not technically a martini, but we're serving it in a martini glass, and it kind of rolls off the tongue.
Gotcha.
It's a lovely autumnal drink, which is going to be available in Jamie's Italians pretty soon for a limited period. So if you're in the vicinity of a Jamie's restaurant, then
go in there and snack back on this liquid libation.
Wicked. Should we make it?
Yeah, do it, dude.
Brilliant. So, mixing glass as per normal.
Yeah.
We are going to. We're using elderflower liqueur.
Yep.
We're going to be using gin, and we're going to be using a pear puree, a squeeze of lime, and some rosemary. A few sprigs of it.
Nice.
So we'll start with the citrus juice.
Okay.
We're going to use half a lime, which is around about 10 to 15 mils, if you're measuring.
Thank you. Wow. Getting all kind of scientific
there
with
we
it.
Go. Make sure you get the oils in there as well. Those kind of really spicy, zesty oils from the skin of the lime make a real big difference there.
Yeah, that's where the flavor is.
Exactly. There we go, don't need that anyway. And then it's 20 milliliters of pear puree, so a big heaped tablespoon plus a little bit more.
So that's just like kind of pulped up pear?
Exactly,
or?
that's pear that's been blended.
It looks like baby food.
It does, doesn't it?
It smells good.
Oh, it's really good. Really good. Okay,
so can you buy that, or do you have to make it, or how does it all work?
You can buy it. If you're in the trade, it's pretty easy to get hold of. Just ask a fruit supply. If not, just get some pears around about this time of year. Let them go a little bit juicy, a little bit mushy. Peel them, shove them in a blender, blend them all up,
there
and
we
that's
go.
what you get.
Thank
Super simple. Does exactly what it says on the tin.
Or just go get baby food.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, we're using the elderflower liqueur. This is going to be the sweetener in the drink. It's going to add lovely aromatic spices to it. It's going to be really tasty.
You cannot deny that it's not noise.
It is noise.
That is pucka. Sorry, that was a really bad English impersonation. I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
I thought it was rather good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rather good, eh?
Lovely jubbly. Hello.
Lovely. Then, as Camille the Dar would say, this is the hero of our drink, is a dry London dry gin. And this is going to add a nice sort of dryness to it, and then the juniper notes of this are going to work really well with the rosemary.
So we got the botanicals rocking now.
The botanicals, exactly. 35 milliliters of that.
Okay.
Boom.
So pear, lime, gin.
Pear, lime, gin, elderflower. I think the main big flavorants in this are going to be the pear, the elderflower, and then the gin and the rosemary are going to really lengthen it, make the whole thing, keep the whole thing fresh. That's that. So we're going to drop in literally just a few sprigs, a few little leaves, off a sprig of rosemary, like so.
Nice. So kind of earthy tones in there.
Exactly, exactly. Sort of end of summer, beginning of autumn, those sort of forest floor. That's what I call it. Forest floor, isn't that? Yeah, nice.
You forger, you.
And then pack it full of ice, as always. More ice, the better. There we go. My hands are nice and clean, and I don't want to make a mess on live TV, so I'm using my fingers. And then pop the top on.
Do that again. Stop, stop. Do that again. I love when you do that thing. Just to... Oh, man. It was like a blur of awesomeness. Yes.
Wicked.
Yes.
Brilliant. And then, there we go. And then we shake. Because you were embarrassing me so much for my shaker face yesterday, we didn't see yours at all. Yesterday. So this is for you, bro. Round of applause, please. Big shake, hard one.
Okay, great, here we go. So I do two-hand or one-hand?
Two-handed, let's go two-handed. Let's keep it safe. Bigger, longer, harder. Bigger, longer, harder.
Is that good?
That's all right, it's not bad. I'll show you how to do it properly. That is some awesome shake.
You should be dancing with it, man.
There's a guy in Paris who does the best shake ever. He sort of grooves,
does he pop with it and stuff and like bring it around?
Exactly what he does.
Get stuck sometimes.
So what we're doing is we're smashing up all those little bits of rosemary in there. It's going to give lovely...
Smashing the rosemary.
Smashing
a good band name like Dumpster Juice or Hammerhead Sharks or Lazy.
Do you know our band name was Shotgun Laser? We came up with this band name.
Shotgun Laser, you better not have sucked with a name like that.
Well, actually, no. Well, we didn't actually have a band. We used it to get into nightclubs.
Oh, my friend had a band called Free Beer, and he just got booed every time they came on stage.
Priceless.
Looked good on the marquee though.
And then of course we need to fine strain this drink because we've got all those little pieces of pear and rosemary and stuff. We want it to be nice and crisp on the palate. Of course, you always remember to chill your glasses. When you're using cocktail glasses.
Chill
like
the
this.
glass.
There we go.
Use a strainer. That looks just beautiful.
Put that down here. And garnish is really simple. Just something that is in the drink. Something that makes it recognizable. A little sprig of rosemary like that.
Nice.
What do you reckon?
That looks beautiful. Can I taste this liquid libation?
That's what it's there for.
Oh man, that is awesome, dude.
You like it?
That is so good.
May I?
Now, yeah, you made it. I think you should. Can you make some people over here? Now, I'm gonna bring it over to our friends because we're gonna be doing some crazy kind of
that is lovely.
Fireworks. That is gorgeous. Now, remember, Rich needs your help. He's gonna make a cocktail at the end of the show, but you guys have got to inspire my boy Rich. So what are you looking for? Absolutely anything that inspires you. It could be an ingredient, it could be a place, it could be your pet name, or it could be anything you want, and we'll try and make a drink with it. So hashtag cocktail request or comment below. Thank you, we'll see you later on in the show. Later. Okay, so now it's time for the cocktail hack, and I've got a good man over here. His name is Mike Cooper, and I'm gonna let him. Hey, Mike, would you like to sample this concoction here?
Yes, I would very much indeed.
Okay. Let me know what you think.
Mike, do I do it now? Do
it now, dude. How good is that? Did you just wee a little bit?
Yeah, sorry, I meant to say, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's one
of manly, yeah.
I can drink this all night.
Burp, yeah. Manly stuff.
Oh, no, that's lush.
10 burgers.
Woo. Oh, there it is.
Now, what do you do? Because you play with coffee, right?
I do play with coffee. I probably play with it too much. But what I like to do is I like to make cold brew out of it. That's my favourite thing to do with coffee at all time, because I find sometimes coffee is a little bit too bitter for me. Right. So I found that cold brewing coffee gets rid of the bitterness, and I can taste all the extra flavours.
Man, that's why I like drinking my coffee cold, you know? You get way more flavour. I just had a nice latte with honey earlier, and it was amazing.
And I'd pick you up on that as well. Was it a proper iced latte? Was it a latte from... Right, I'm going to get... This is wonderful, yes?
It was, to my knowledge, be no quizzing right now.
It was a real one. Right, no, but you're absolutely right. A latte, if it's made properly with cold brew, gets a much better flavour because you get all of the berries, you get all of the chocolate, all the rest of the pieces coming out. Anyway, so
anyway, so I'm gonna put here. You know, would you guys like a cocktail?
I'd love one.
There we go. Rich Hunt made that for you guys.
Okay, I can get another one. I guess.
Okay, now we are joined by one of the Drinks Tube regulars, one of our standout bartenders, named Joe McCanta. This is Joe over here, and Joe is gonna teach you, Mike, how to do some crazy, I guess, fireworks.
Flaming mixology.
It's basically, you just had a dinner party. And you know, people have had a big old meal and they need a bit wakening up, but they also need a nice tasty cocktail.
Yeah.
And you want to do some fireworks. You want to kind of do some show-offy stuff.
Like bartending's always been about theatricality, you know, even from like the first day. And there's nothing more theatrical than just lighting stuff on fire.
Yeah, I love fire. Fire. I'm fire.
All right.
So, okay, the first one I'll show you, which is really, really easy, is how to almost turn your citrus into a little bit of a burnt sugar creme brulee sort of thing. So I've got a cocktail here with some lime juice in it, some pineapple, a bit of citrus vodka, and all I've done is I've taken the same lime that I've squeezed and I topped it off with a bit of sugar.
Right.
So you get all that nice kind of burnt sugar, and then you just pour a little bit of any kind of spirit. You can use kind of brandy or that sort of thing. And watch this, you just light it on fire. Fire. And what you'll see, we're gonna come back to it in a second, but what this does is it starts creating this lovely creme brulee effect. You smell that already? Like there's this kind of sugary,
phenomenal.
And you can even do things like adding, so another good tip is cinnamon burns. And if you add a little bit of cinnamon into that, and that's quite fun, but if you want to get real crazy about it, you just
stand back, Cooper.
Coop,
I've got you.
Light it up. And the good thing is,
really scary.
Don't try this at home. By the way, always have.
After you put that thing, man. Okay, good.
Don't try that one. Anyways, the thing is now smell the room. It smells like burnt cinnamon and kind of Christmassy. You know.
It does.
If you don't want to go, you don't want to go that crazy. Something we've been doing for years in kind of the cocktail world is something very simple, which is all citrus peels have a little bit of oil in them, and that oil catches on fire. Right. So what you want to do is you take your little peel about 1 inch by 2 inch, and you heat it up just slightly, and then you can do this over the drink and add a little bit of caramelization.
Whoa! Yeah, you're like a magician,
You gotta try it. You gotta
You're like
try
a bartending magician. You're like a
Let's see. So I'm gonna warm it up for you. So a couple tips. Always make sure you have a nice kind of firm piece of citrus. Warm up the oil slightly and then hold it really gently like an egg cup.
Can I do this?
Do it, mate. And then I'm gonna hold.
You're gonna hold that.
Your friends.
Holding the fire for you. I'm missing an eyebrow now.
Do one more, dude.
Okay, try it one more time. I'm gonna warm it up. And then watch. And what you really want to do, honestly, you want to always get that oil over the drink. So when you do it, try to aim it so that it hits the top of the drink. So that lovely caramelized orange oil is the first thing that you smell. So try it one more time. It's not just a trick.
Okay, it's not just magic. Ready?
Do it. Oh, yeah, okay, all right. Just try one more, Come on.
Come on the count of three, I want you to pity this guy. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, try one more time. Come on, you can do it.
Why couldn't you just stop on the first one?
Just go for it. You got it this time. Now aim it away. One nice quick one.
Right, and
2. Yeah!
Yes, for Cooper!
High five. Come on.
there it is!
You guys win. So tune in to Drinks Tube for more radness from Joe. No more fire, dude!
No. We believe you.
Oh, I believe it. There we go. Thanks, Joe. Security! Listen, it is London Cocktail Week, and stuff's happening all over this glorious city. So over in Camden, there's a black cab, and in that black cab, there's a cocktail bar. This is the Tipple Taxi.
We're the Tipple Taxi, and we're pitched up here in Camden Market.
It's a London black cab that I've converted into a mobile bar.
At the Tipple Taxi, we're a big fan of infused cocktails.
So we've got a basil-infused rum with raspberry tea and cranberry juice and raspberry jam, gin with pear syrup and Lady Grey tea. The final one is a chili and ginger infused tequila with pineapple and coriander.
So what makes the Tipple Taxi really special is that we mix up cocktails inside the taxi.
This is our first time being involved in London Cocktail Week, and we're very excited about it.
There's so much happening all across the city, loads of little hidden things, loads of things to find. There's not that many places where you can sit in the back of a London cab, enjoy a good cocktail, listen to some good music.
It's very charming, and people really enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a very, very, very special guest who's come here all the way from Singapore. This is Antonio Lai, and he's from the
Quinary bar in Hong Kong, actually.
Now, what's going on? Wait, hold on. Before we go anywhere, we have to get a look at these incredible shoes. Come on, Antonio. Look at that. Round of applause.
Hong Kong for the drink too.
That, with that shirt, and you've actually got metal and stuff on there.
Attention to the detail, that's what we believe, right?
I love everything about you. Now, what is the cocktail vibe going on? What's happening in Hong Kong?
So Hong Kong, we've been opening a lot of bars, especially cocktail bar last year, 10
10 cocktail bars in the last year.
People start drinking a lot of cocktails, especially Manhattan and old fashioned. You like old fashioned, don't you?
I love an old fashioned. I love a Manhattan, man.
Nice.
So what are you gonna be doing for us today?
So today they were going to do a drink called the Madam of Hong Kong.
The Madam of Hong Kong.
So we fly all the way the little bird with these drinks.
You flew with this bad boy.
Yeah,
you must have wrapped it up in like about a zillion t-shirts. I can't see you ever wearing a t-shirt.
So I'll put the t-shirt and wrap it up actually. It's like, and then to make it safe.
Okay.
And then they save land. If you don't have those beautiful glasses, I mean, you know, you always, okay, not so beautiful, but you know, I like it. You can put some ice with this highball glass, that can be done. Okay. So would you like to, let's start it?
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
All right, so what we have in here, so we have a citron vodka. You put 25 ml.
So a lemony vodka.
Yes, and then we have elderflower liqueur, 20. Oh, come on, fast. You know.
It's never fast when you want it to be.
And important, the Italian dry vermouth, 10 ml that we are talking about.
Citron vodka,
yes,
elderflower, and then the dry vermouth, and this is grapefruit juice.
No, grape juices.
Grape juices?
Yes, and because the base of the Martini Dry, 40, they also made by grapes as well. Of course, we have a sweet, and then we have a sour balance with 15 fresh squeezed lemon juice.
Nice save, bro.
Nice
That was hot, dude.
So one is done, right? And then we put some ice.
Yep.
And the shaker. And don't forget the single hand shake face.
Single hand shake face, yeah! Woo!
Taste your drinks. One is done, nice and sweet. We put this.
How you can't get that in its butt?
Nice and stay. So one is done, a little bird all the way.
Oh man, thank you. I get to drink out of a bird's butt. This is lovely. Oh man.
So you have a sweet and sour.
That is
with
excellent.
dry vermouth taste as well.
Dude.
Very refreshing.
You are one of the coolest people I've ever met. That is phenomenal.
Nice, thank you.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for Antonio Lai. He is a good man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, so this right here is Stuart from the Ashens channel. Stuart, do you want to taste this bird's cocktail?
I cannot turn down an opportunity to drink from a bird's bum.
There we go. Oh, you say all the coolest things. What do you think?
It's the best bird I've ever tasted.
Yay, that's a good bird. All right. Now, Stuart, you've got a very popular channel called Ashens. What do you do on your channel?
Well, it's a cavalcade of comedy joy, and mostly we just look at bad products and bad food and point and laugh at them, really.
Nice. Cavalcade. Did you say cavalcade? Word alert. You finagled that in there. Second word alert. Okay. Now, we sent you on a crazy quest. A bit of a treasure hunt.
You did indeed, yeah. You said I have to make a specific cocktail, but you wouldn't tell me what was in it or how much of what was in it.
Right. So yesterday we showed a bit of it.
Yep.
And now we're going to show a bit more of it.
That is true.
All right, check this out. Stuart, on his journey, on his sojourn.
Simon Pegg.
Yes, I'm Simon Pegg.
Excellent. I have a challenge for you.
I'm trying to put together a cocktail called a fog cutter.
Because you're gonna make the fog cutter, you always need a lemon and an orange.
Wow.
Because I always go around with citrus in my Vespa.
I feel like I'm in The Apprentice with these cab rides with people filming me.
Ah, Ashens. I've been expecting you.
Wait, so many unanswered questions still. I feel kind of gypped here, Stuart.
Oh, yep, you've got to go to my channel to get the answer and see what happened. That's youtube.com/Ashens. A-S-H-E-N-S, Ashens. Say it with me.
Ashens. There we go. Okay, so Stuart, I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to pass this cocktail to this lovely lady here. That's for you.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Now, we asked you guys at the beginning of the show for kind of fantasy bar names, taking your first and last initial, and we've got some in. So Maria K, her fantasy bar will be called The Monkey's Knees. Duncan Wares is The Drenched Wench. I like that one, Duncan. Nick C is The Naughty's Corner. Lindsay Stead has said hers will be Looney's Saloon. And Debs Elson is The Dastardly Earl. All excellent. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome, tacular, to the power of Ratatron. Now, we also asked for your help in helping this man, 2008's Bartender of the Year, Rich Hunt. But he did win 2 big bartending awards that year, so you were on fire in 08.
Yeah, man, I was hot property.
Yeah. What happened, Rich?
I fell off, seriously.
Nah, he's still rocking. So he's also part of the Drinks Tube family. You can see loads of his rad cocktail recipes on the channel, so click on them when we're done tonight. Now, we asked you guys for inspiration. So Daniel Robinson, we asked, and you did give us the goods. He asked, he has some rhubarb left over. He needs to know what to do with it. Will it work well with rum? Also, Rasmus Dew has asked for you to use something with anisey or licorice flavor. So, rhubarb, rum, anisey, and licorice, go.
Right. Well, that all sounds amazing. It's a wonderful flavor combination. I love all of that. Like rhubarb and anise is a brilliant flavor. It's wonderful. Problem is, rhubarb is out of season at the moment.
Oh.
In October in England.
Brussels sprouts are in season.
Brussels sprouts are coming in. Not quite the same thing.
Okay.
But, so what we tried to do, we tried to, use our imaginations to find a similar sort of flavor.
Yep.
And we decided that rooibos tea would do a similar job. It has a nice sort of fruitiness to it.
What kind of tea?
Rooibos tea.
Rooibos tea.
Yeah, it's this stuff. Well, actually, it's this stuff, in fact. There you go.
All right.
Look at that.
Rooibos tea. So how do you make this stuff?
So, well, what we did is we basically infused it. We made a strong tea, and then we put 1 part sugar to 1 part of this tea, so we make a syrup. And then, to funk it up a little bit, give it a bit more zing, we put...
To give it the funk?
To give it the funk, we got this stuff, ascorbic acid.
Right.
And it's basically like the citrus flavor without the citrus. So it's like putting lemon or lime in your drink without putting juice in
juice.
it.
It's the pureness.
Yeah, you know those sort of, what are they, those cola type sweets you get with that little white out, sort of sweet and sour sweet?
Yeah.
It's the stuff that kind of similar to the stuff that goes around the outside.
Gotcha.
So like citric acid, if you can get hold of that, would be ideal as well.
Okay.
So really simple, and that's basically turned it into a cordial. And we're going to be really simply be mixing that with rum. And the anise flavor, we're going to get it from a little bit of fennel down the bottom here.
Nice.
So as opposed to using anise or anything heavy like that, oh, smell that, it's great, no? Hey,
Man, wow, it's lovely.
Now taste this.
And super good for your digestion as well.
Yeah, definitely. Now taste that.
Okay.
And I think the combination is going to work.
Cocktail glass ever. I feel like a giant right now. That's why I always like drink beers in those little tiny small. What?
Yeah.
You got it. That's like been thrown in the dryer too long.
It's a present from Antonio.
Like Kylie Minogue. Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
So,
prices. While you're doing that, I'm just going to crack on with this. So I'm just going to take a small little slice of that, drop it in the bottom there.
So this is the robust cordial.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
Sugar, rooibos tea, and a bit of citric acid or ascorbic acid.
Lovely, man.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Quite tart.
It's sort of
sweet.
It lasts in the fridge a long time. It's kind of, there we go.
So you can just make a big batch of it and kind of use it over and over
exactly.
again.
It's brilliant. You can use it in all sorts of stuff. Make it like you would like a squash of some sort.
That's what I'm saying. I
it.
wouldn't mind that with just like some, watering on some ice.
Yeah. No, we were doing that all afternoon. All afternoon.
You're crazy, man.
So literally just.
I want to party with you.
Smell that. It's going to be great.
Woo!
Lovely. So it's 1 part of this tea syrup and then 4 parts of rum.
Did you say tincture?
Tea syrup.
Oh, tea syrup.
Tea cordial. It's
tea
a cordial, isn't it? Right.
All right.
And then 4 parts of rum. So we
4 parts rum.
So we put 15 milliliters of the cordial. So we're going to need to put 60 milliliters of rum, which is right to the top.
Boom.
Straight in the glass. No spillage.
And what rum are you rocking there? You're rocking a...
Yeah, a nice sort of light Cuban-style rum is ideal for this. You want something that's going to be quite fresh.
Yeah, so you're not going dark, you're not going kind of spice, you're going more light.
Yeah, lighter. I think lighter works well with this. A sort of nice sort of fragrancy, that's what we want to play with here.
Light and fragrant.
Light and fragrant. So, oh yes, do you remember this? Remember this from Cocktail Quest Week last time?
Yes!
Yeah?
Dude, you're
cool,
like a professor.
It's brilliant, I love
and
this.
And a wizard.
Got a trident and stuff.
And a troll. You're like Neptune meets Gandalf. Yesterday you were Gandalf meets Saruman, which is like evil and awesome at the same time.
I like that. So literally, we're going to stir this. We're not going to shake it or throw it, as we learned yesterday, because we want it to be really still. We want it to kind of have a lot of mouthfeel, a lot of texture in the mouth.
You want it to be still.
To be still.
It's crazy, because yesterday we were doing the crazy hack with, like, you know, the airing it all out and, and bringing more flavors to it. You want more stillness.
Exactly. We don't want that aeration in this drink so much. So we're going to literally just stir it and just leave it nice and crisp and clean, like crystal-like is the texture we're looking for. And we're just going to strain it into a chilled coupette cocktail glass.
Coupette.
Like so. There we go. Now, I hope this tastes good.
It's going to taste awesome.
I hope so.
You didn't win Best Bartender of the Year for nothing, right?
Well, yeah. How many times that? It's like 5 or 6 times.
I'm so proud of you, Rich.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm so proud of you.
We're going to just finish that. We're going to go with just a little spray of lemon just on the top, just to kind of bring that citrusy notes back.
Okay.
And there we go. And then just chuck it away.
You could have lit that lemon on fire if you
could have done. We could have done. I quite like the kind of the fragrancy, the delicacy of it.
Okay, you didn't want to make it too enhanced.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so this is more of a delicate, kind of still. So what is this called?
We call it a ruby gimlet, or a Royby gimlet.
A Royby gimlet.
Let's call it a ruby gimlet.
Ruby gimlet. All right, so there is a ruby gimlet. Let's give it a shot.
I'm excited about this.
Oh, bro.
It's all right?
That is really, really good, man. You check that out, dude.
It's just total theory, this drink.
That is all. Well, yeah, the thing is, you guys, he just made that up, man.
Hey, that works.
Hey, you want to go? Here, listen, we're doing these all weekend. You try that, man.
Yeah.
So.
That's lush.
Yeah, very good. And we are here all weekend doing these rad drinks. And so if you want to come by, we can teach you how to make cocktails. We're going to have all our top bartenders here all the way till Sunday. And yeah, so please come down. All right. Hey, big round of applause for Rich Hunt! Woo! We're not worthy. We're not worthy. You're a good man, dude. Not many of us left. You know that, right?
Thanks, Bobby.
All right. Well, man, I think that's kind of it. I want to say thanks to everybody for watching, for joining us here, and I want to do a big old round of applause for all the people in the crowd. You guys rule. Now, if you guys missed yesterday's live show, it is up on DrinksTube, so you can go click on that. There's loads of other rad recipes throughout the DrinksTube family. And yeah, thanks for watching. You guys are amazing. Please make sure you subscribe to DrinksTube if you haven't done so already. But also, please come down this weekend. If you're in the London area, we are on Dre's Walk. So it's just off Brick Lane. If you see Rough Trade Records, turn around and come in here, and then we'll get a photo of you doing your shake face. If you can't do that, take a photo and hashtag shake face. We are DrinksTube, and we are live. Thanks for watching. You guys rule.